guys are on.
Happy Tuesday.
Woohoo.
Happy Tuesday is definitely not a thing.
It is.
Nope.
Taco Tuesday is.
Taco Tuesday is.
Taco
Which
Tuesday
makes you
makes
happy.
That's a thing.
For now on, it's going to be Happy Taco Tuesday.
Yeah.
All right.
I don't know if I have time to get tacos today. It takes too much time.
It's a lot of time.
Yeah.
Just drive through. Find a drive-through one.
Drive-through tacos.
You know, the only place to do that is like Jack in the Box tacos. Taco
Are those
Bell.
even
Are
tacos?
those really tacos?
Like,
Yeah.
Those
they're
are
not
like,
They're not.
I've
So-
had a long night taco.
I tell the story that I'm not proud of to my football team all the time about how we used to ditch school to go get Jack in the Box tacos.
Oh, yeah, you're right there.
Yeah. And if we were trying to come back to school and there was too much heat, we would just not go back.
What would you? We can't tell them.
We'd be like,
this.
oh man, there's a security guard. Let's just go to the river.
Walking home. Walking to
Yeah.
the river.
So.
Hey,
Yeah.
Mojave is a prime spot for food and river.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah. I always often thought that like Dutch Bros is their best recruiting tool. You know.
Yeah.
Look at all the Dutch Bros you can get. You know. These kids love their drinks.
They
Yeah,
love
they
their
do.
drinks.
Yeah.
Listen, adults too.
Yeah. We've got
You
new
have to
neighbors.
you have to have lunch money just for your drinks for the week.
Not
on
my
top of
kid.
lunch.
Listen, if I see my son walking with a goddamn thing,
Listen,
smack it out of his hand, take his wallet away.
my
How'd you pay for this?
Yeah, it's
My
funny.
daughter still has a problem with Starbucks, and in school, I'm like, I'm giving you your gas money, and if you want Starbucks, you have to get a job.
At Starbucks.
Yeah, whatever. I
Get
am
your
not.
employee discount.
Yeah.
For that matter, I'm sorry, Starbucks, but I do not go to Starbucks.
Yeah.
Refuse.
Listen, you worried I was going to get us. You're going to get us so much hate mail from Starbucks people.
Yeah, you are.
There is some 20-year-old girl out there with a giant
Nah.
crystal cup of Starbucks
It's my
going,
kid.
Kristy, I thought you were one of us.
It's my kid.
Yeah.
We used to like Kristy.
Yeah,
Yep. Your kid just excommunicated you.
Yeah.
she did.
You're
So
gonna
angry.
hear it when you come
You ain't
home.
my mom no more.
You ain't my mama. You may be wondering why I'm wearing my pink Findlay shirt.
Because you answered the email.
Yes.
Yeah,
Actually, you sent the email.
I sent the email.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, you know what we're doing today? We're doing the picture with the River Fund
Yeah,
for our
yeah.
donation. So we're hoping to have as many as the team, because it was a team event, together for the picture.
We did give them the real check, right?
No, we're giving them that today.
Okay.
That I have today for them.
It's like, unfortunately, the world moves fast, and you're like, oh, yeah, all right, we're done with that. Let's go on the next thing, and next thing,
Yeah.
next thing.
Well, because it was Thanksgiving week, the following week, no one had time to come and do all this. So.
Oh, yeah, that's
Yeah.
true. I forgot Thanksgiving was just last week. It seems
Yeah.
like it was
Just
so long
last
ago.
week. It was so fun. I hope everyone had fun on your Thanksgiving.
Listen, did you see the video of the Thanksgiving thing?
Yeah, can we just show
It
that?
was.
We
To
can.
get our people to talk about what they're
So,
thankful for.
I
it's
actually
like pulling
edited a
teeth.
couple things out because there were some eye rolls and there was some.
You're like, Jeff, get out of my face.
Oh yeah, you could definitely.
What are you thankful for? I'm thankful for
I hear it. I don't see it.
My family, my job, my wealth.
Oh, Chris is
my
funny.
Yeah, I guess that would help if you could see it, huh? Here we
Yeah.
go.
As long as
Sorry.
everybody else could see it, I already saw it. But
What are you thankful for? I'm thankful for
My family, my job, my wealth. My health.
That was funny. He's like, rewind it. I
it's
said, no,
Thanksgiving.
we're
What are you
keeping
thankful for?
My dogs.
My dog.
Yes.
That's it.
That's it.
it. She got a beat alert.
And I want to thank my wife for all the things that I've had
Yes,
to do to get into this
Costa.
position.
Yes,
I am
Costa.
thankful for my new daughters coming on the way January 6th, which is due. And I'm also thankful for family. And
I am thankful for my kids, my family.
Thankful for my family, good health, and the best Thanksgiving possible.
thankful for, all of the family, of course.
Thankful for the life that I live and the job that's given me that life. My family of 4, including me. I'm very thankful for that and everybody that's involved.
Thankful for my family, my health, and this great job. Just thankful for everybody.
Thankful I'm going to be off in a few hours. That way I can take some time with my family and my kids. That's what I'm thankful for.
That was classic.
Family, friends, a job, my health.
well, the audio is so much different in the parks
Thankful
room.
for
Yeah.
my
Yes.
job, my family,
It's
my
like an
friends. Life in general, really.
Call of Duty. There the truth comes
I'm thankful
out.
for my family and having the opportunity to work for Findlay Motor Company.
Yes, strong.
What are you
right,
doing?
cool.
Hey, so I edited out a bunch of those.
It
And
all says
almost
Findlay.
everyone, like at the end, threw in and working for Findlay. And I was like, man, it looked like we forced them to do
Yeah,
this.
they're like hands tied.
I don't know what we told them initially, but it was
I
like,
never told them
man,
anything. They just all did
Just
it.
like
it's not a
don't
hostage
forget
video,
Findlay.
guys. Like, geez, I'll start blinking in code next, you know?
Yeah, I don't know if you noticed it, but when I was in the service department there, and when I was doing the interviews, there was a lady that was just screaming in the background. And I didn't realize it until after I did the video and I watched it at home, and I'm like, wait a second. This lady's screaming because she can't find her keys to her car.
Oh no!
That's not good.
And
Story
it wasn't
of our
on
life.
it wasn't on us, but she was screaming about it in the service department. And
I was
Yeah.
wondering what the background noise
that was her screaming about it.
Hey,
yeah.
I was impressed that you got Josh to talk on camera. He don't even like to talk to
You got
people
Josh, you
normally.
got Kelly.
Yeah, that wasn't
Yeah.
easy, guys. That was like pulling teeth there.
Good job, friend. Good job.
Thank you. Thank you.
Which kind of leads us to, Christmas.
Christmas.
Yeah.
Yeah, have you guys been naughty or nice? We need to know.
Well, you
You
know,
already know how this
We don't
goes.
want to. We don't want details. We don't want details. We just want to know if you've been naughty or nice.
I will not get coal in my stocking.
let me tell you this. I would say it's a matter of perspective, but I did spend $200 at Walmart yesterday
Ooh-wee.
balls.
on none of the stuff that's for me. So,
Well,
Can we show?
yeah.
Hey, I am always proud of you. You are the toy drive starter in
that's
the
a good
place.
start right
yes.
there. I'll tell you what. Even though most of them are footballs.
Well,
And
not-
basketballs, you got some basketballs?
Yeah,
I'll tell
those
you,
go-
I
pretty
don't
good.
shop for toys very often, and I'll tell you, that toy section is kind of weird now.
Dude, it's exhausting.
Like,
so
yeah,
many toys.
It was very weird.
It's out of control.
Yeah, like a 40-year-old dude shouldn't be roaming around the little kids'
You're like,
toy
I just got to
section.
get these toys and get
It
going.
was weird. You're like, what are they giving these kids?
Oh my God. Well, not to mention how expensive everything is.
Oh, yeah.
And now let's just be honest. These kids have everything that they want and need. So what do you buy them?
Well, our kids do.
Yeah.
You know, it's
You're right.
unfortunate because these toy drives are great. There are so many instances where these kids
don't.
do not get anything. And if they don't do shop with a cop, they're not getting. If they
Angel
don't do, stuff like that. So in the years past, when we weren't funky COVID situations, we used to do a truckload of toys.
Yeah.
And I want to do a truckload of toys again this year. So if we could fill up a truck bed
Be nice.
full of toys, go drop them off somewhere. I know we actually kind of had a hard time trying to figure out what to do with these toys because we normally had the Toys for Tots.
Yeah.
And we don't have a Toys for Tots box this year.
It's
So
interesting. But we will make sure that they get to local. So you could drop them off at the new or used lot
Mm-hmm.
and make sure that the local kids, we will team up with the fire department.
yeah, we'll get them to the fire department, Toys for Tots, local churches, something. But we will make sure they go where they should be. And our team, if you want to, we should do jeans on Friday.
Jeans on Friday, but you must bring a toy.
Got to bring a toy.
Unwrapped, usually $10 value,
Yeah.
something like that.
Don't be cheap.
Yeah.
Don't be cheap.
Well, I know everybody's got their own situation going on,
Yeah.
but if everyone, you figure we got 100 employees, everybody buys a thing or two, it adds up fast.
Yeah, it
so,
does.
And I saw that there's some other toys in there already too. So,
Yeah. Well, and on that note, we have the Angel Tree happening at Tassa. Tassa is our new neighbor right behind us. So you can go if, it's a great time to take your young kids if you have some extra funds and go pick off the Angel Tree. And basically that goes to local kids.
There'll be a Santa Claus there.
Well, that is the Tassa event.
Oh, okay.
Yes. So that is this Saturday at 8 a.m. Not this Saturday, the 10th.
The 10th, right?
The 10th, yeah. And Tassa will have Santa and coffee, all kinds of fun stuff.
Which is our Christmas party day.
Yes, but if you go to the next one with the Angel Tree,
Yeah, let me find that one.
so that
I
is
know I
up.
have it.
That is where
everybody always talks about our Christmas party. Now I'm like, oh yeah, other people have to get ready for it. I just go.
I just go.
I gotta put different
So
pants
if
on.
you don't know how this works, basically from Desert Star, Fort Mojave Elementary, and Joy Lane Elementary, there's 25 students from each of those schools who are basically the nurses know who needs it. These kids get to write a list of 3 big items, and that's what's on the Angel Tree. So
Okay.
they also get a bunch of good stuff from the committee, but the Angel Tree is pretty impressive.
That
And
is
that
cool.
goes for families who just couldn't do it without that.
Very nice.
Got chills.
Yeah.
If you have some extra, please go pick a tag and
Pick a tag.
Yeah, it's a great thing to do with your young ones too.
Yep. Very cool. So we have our Christmas party coming up.
Yeah.
And I know you.
Shane is always so excited.
I'm
about
super
this
pumped.
party.
I already warned Tony. I said, "Listen, everyone else already knows. I'm just gonna let you know that I'm gonna
walk
show up.
in, I walk out.
I'm gonna eat some food, and I'm gonna slip out when nobody's looking."
Well, usually you're on vacation around that time.
I know, and honestly, that's not a
Steeler
bad
game.
idea.
I'm so sorry.
Thinking, is there a Steeler game I could go to?
Yeah.
Hey,
So
the Steelers won.
the Steelers did win.
Yeah,
like,
it was a good game.
Man, you get greedy when your team's pretty successful for 2 decades. And you're like, holy cow, we won! Yeah. Oh, we're not back in it. No, we're like 3-7 or 3-6.
Hey, but a win's a
like that.
win.
Well,
Win's a win.
Well, when you're struggling to find wins, that win's way more enjoyable. You're like,
It's like winning the Super Bowl.
and it was Monday Night Football, which is national, so that's always
Listen,
fun.
Yeah.
I only go to these football things for the food. I don't really know who's
Yeah.
winning the Super Bowl. I just go.
It really is a weird thing. I told my son a couple years ago, I was like, I think my favorite football team is whatever one you're on now. Like, when it was the Firebirds, it was like,
That's the
I
thing.
can't wait for that. And when it was
Yeah.
Mojave, it was, I can't wait for that. And,
fair.
obviously the Steelers have been my team since I was a baby.
You were born into
but-
it.
Yeah.
Like Mojave football is my favorite football.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Hey, nothing wrong with that.
excuse me.
We've worked really hard to get us to these spaces with these kids.
Yeah,
so
it's super
we're all
fun.
in.
So I go to the gym last night, and I go into the sauna, and it is packed full of Mojave wrestlers.
We're like, get out of here, kids.
And I'm thinking, you guys don't even have to cut weight for And I think it's, in fact, I don't think any of them need. I think they just got in the habit of doing it, and they like
Yeah.
it now. So they go to wrestling practice, and then they go over there. And so I was like, on one hand, I was very proud. I was like, yeah, these guys are working hard, doing the extra stuff. On the other hand, I was like,
Get out of here.
this is gonna be the stinkiest sauna ever.
You know what? I really am. It's pretty cool to see these kids join the gyms and be part of the gym. I don't know. I feel like when I was younger,
That's
the
what you
kids
say
didn't
until you
do
want to
that.
work out with them.
Yeah,
And there's
no.
9
I
little
don't wanna
kids
work
just
out
standing
then.
around the
But-
curls. They always
Yeah.
got their shirt up, flexing
Yeah.
their bellies. You're
Oh
like,
yeah.
listen, you weigh
Listen, my
111
kid-
pounds. You
my
need to put your
kid
shirt
on
down.
Thanksgiving Day, I'm like, where are you going? And he was going to the gym. I looked at my daughter. I was like, oh, dude. He's like, listen, you guys don't have mind power. I'm like, you're so right. But I was like, yes. Like, look at him go.
It is cool, though, because, funny, I ran into my own son over Thanksgiving break at the gym.
Shut up.
I go in
this
there
is
and I'm
what
like,
talking about.
what the hell is son's doing here?
Look
I'm like,
at-
oh, yeah, he can drive on his
Proud
own.
dad
Yeah.
moment. Yeah.
So,
That's funny.
Yeah, it's pretty funny.
I'm pretty impressed. I mean,
Yeah.
let's just be honest. I didn't learn anything about the gym until I was much older. I was always like 90 pounds. I never had to worry about it. And then you have like a kid and you're like, what is happening to my body? And then you have to
I totally
you have to
relate.
work
I
out.
get it.
What just happened?
So for my kids to kind of have that already built in them, it's
Yeah.
pretty cool.
Yeah, it's really good. It's something that I avoided like the plague until I was on my
Older
way out of
also.
high school.
Yeah.
And then I was like, oh, crap. I better get
Now
better
you're
get
just a
to it.
meathead, so
Yeah.
good job.
Yep, pretty funny. So speaking of the gym and Thanksgiving, how the scale treats you?
So here's
Oh, boy.
what I do. I decide to step on the scale after Thanksgiving. Who does this?
You're not supposed to.
Note to self, I got a lot to lose before Christmas dress. This is
What-
a lot of work.
I don't actually. My weight really doesn't fluctuate much.
No.
Unfortunately, I think once you get to this largeness, your just body's like, we can't
It just
take any
kinda
more
stays
fat,
right
fatty
here.
Rick. You take
It's
it
not
easy.
going less, not going
Quit
more.
eating.
But I'm just missing my tan. At least when I was tan, I felt better
could get
about
a
it.
spray tan.
No, won't do it.
Don't do
Oh,
it.
that'd be so funny.
No,
No spray tan.
no spray tan.
No booths.
No fake and bake. None
Listen,
of that.
you are right. Whether
No.
you're 5 pounds less or more, when you're tanned up, it
Doesn't
looks
matter.
better.
Just tan it, baby. Yeah,
It's got to wait for
that's
that
it.
first day in the boat. First
I know.
day in the boat
Well,
again.
and this year I didn't spend nearly as much time out on the boat between like crazy weather, the water being low,
Yeah.
and football. And I had a great tan, but it's all from football practice.
Being out on the
Yeah. I had a great tan from like
Farmer,
here
they call
down.
it farmer's tan.
Yeah, so
Farmer's stand. Well, I hope you
Yep.
guys all had an amazing Thanksgiving.
I did.
A lot of people went
Yeah.
to Oatman. There was a lot of people there when we went.
Well,
Is there turkeys out
I
there?
didn't even know that was a thing.
I
Yeah.
thought there were just donkeys out there. I didn't know.
No, after Friday.
Oh,
What do you
I
do
saw-
in Oatman?
You walk around, you get ice cream, you eat at the restaurant that you hang the dollars on the wall, and then, so this is a secret, you guys might know, but
secret.
hopefully you don't know.
Uh-oh.
If you go past
We got
Oatman,
Oatman secrets.
yeah, and you drive around, you stop and you look at the lookouts. It's really cool. You could do hiking if you like, but there's a water hole. I don't know if you know.
Oh,
about
yeah, I've
water
heard about
hole.
it.
Yeah, so I like to take my kids there. It's just something silly, but it's fun.
is the water warm?
You don't touch it; it's creepy.
Okay.
But there's
That's
fish
what I
in there.
thought.
There's fish in there.
Yeah, there's like a little pool.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's cool. There's
No.
also one area where you can kind of walk up a mountain and get to a flag. That's super cool.
I would have never thought to do that.
Try it. No, it really is fun.
Good morning, Jose.
Nope.
Jose Hernandez is in the chat.
What up, Jose?
Says,
Good morning.
Good morning, guys. Love what your team does.
Thank you,
We
sir.
love what your team does, Jose.
Yes.
Yeah,
Thank
we're
you.
all team members here.
Hey,
Hey, I don't know if it's been long enough. We gotta get Jose back
I know.
because
We were talking about
he's a
him.
good time.
Get him in the
and
show. Let's
you
get
know,
him
we
on
had
the
him on
show.
last time, and we talked a lot about his business and whatever. But I know that he's got, he's into other things. He's a veteran. He's got other stuff going
Yeah.
on. So it's gonna be fun to revisit with some of these people, see how they're doing, and get into some of the other aspects of who they are and what they do.
2023 recaps
Yeah.
coming up.
He is a great supporter of the community and everything that we have going on, which is super. It's nice to have your team of people that you're like, hey, I'm in need, and he's like, yes.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
And especially we've seen it so much because it's not as easy as it was a
It's
couple
not as
years
easy.
ago.
No.
Some people struggled with COVID. Some people struggled now with the inflation and everything else.
Yeah.
And to see people that continually step up and put themselves out a little bit to help others is it's pretty awesome. So.
We thank you, my friend.
And Jose's one of those people. So.
Yes, he is.
Yes.
Thank you, Jose.
Yes,
I'll see you
sir.
Saturday at the golf tournament. Thank you for supporting. I appreciate you.
It's been nice weather lately. You can
So
go,
it's supposed to be 75 degrees.
Oh, that's boat weather. I'll drive by and maybe go floating
Okay.
on the boat. Get my tan back.
Get your tan back.
Speaking of
A
boat,
lot going on
there is a
this
boat
week.
parade. Let's talk about that.
Yes, I'm excited about the boat parade. I think it's the first time in 5 years.
Mm-hmm.
It will be a big deal. Let's talk about the Christmas parade happening.
Well, we got that one too.
I'm excited.
So the boat parade starts at 6. If you didn't know, people, check it out.
Check that
It'll
out.
be over at the community park, right?
Maybe.
I think
Read
so.
it.
Pretty sure. Okay, and anyways, you want to talk about the Christmas boombox parade?
Yeah, because
Yeah.
we are doing 2 trailers, not
So-
just one, 2 trailers.
Now,
And we sponsored. We're
I don't
so
even know where to
excited.
start with this, but we are sponsoring this again this year.
We had the best time last
We
year.
had such a good time. We're not going to throw candy at children, apparently, but
We
we're
don't get
gonna
not with the
we're
gun.
gonna-
We
not
can't
with the
shoot
gun.
the gun.
we're gonna have candy for sure. And we lost Kristy on our float, but she's going to be like color commentating.
She's gone big time.
This is so exciting.
Yeah.
She went big time on us.
Yep.
I
Very
got
exciting.
invited by Channel 4
All right, I've seen enough of this flyer.
to talk.
Yeah, I know. Just wanted to make sure everyone knew it was happening.
It's happening this Friday.
Yeah. So,
So-
what are you gonna do? You're just gonna like describe what's? Are you gonna be like the Al Roker guy? You're
Yeah,
gonna be like,
well-
oh, and here we have the Macy's turkey or
she's the
whatever.
host.
Yeah. So
Hostess.
I was like, oh, hey, Shane, can I ditch the floats and do this? And he's like, yeah, of course. And I'm like, sweet. So then I say yes. And then I start to have nightmares about it. Like, oh my gosh, do I need to research? Like, this is so much pressure. So I
That I
call
get
her.
myself into.
Yeah, I call her and she says, her name's Kristy. So she's pretty awesome. She's like, listen, Kristy, you just be yourself. All you gotta do is just talk just like you always do. And I'm like, oh, easy peasy. Okay, no problem. Because I was
No
really,
studying.
yeah,
No notes.
studying.
Just get out there and be you.
Yeah.
Love
so
it.
I don't know. We're
That's
gonna do
pretty
this.
fun.
TV4, thank you for inviting me.
Yeah, it's very exciting. So
really
we
cool.
we look forward to the excited screams of Kristy.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm gonna
She's like,
say
oh my
sorry
God,
now.
this float is so awesome.
I will not even be able to help myself. If you think this is bad, you should see me watching a parade.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, jeez. God help us.
Well, I'm
all.
hoping I get to drive a truck so I can sit in a comfortable, heated seat,
Boy,
relax.
you like to be out there throwing
I'll be
candy.
flying the drone, so we'll get
Yeah.
some drone footage.
It's
I
gonna
like
be
to
cool.
hand out candy because that is absolutely the most fun part.
Yeah.
But if you don't, like, people will just dump all the candy in the first 50 feet, and then they have no candy left. They're like, here you go.
I
And
know.
it's done.
I bought a ton for the floats, and I almost feel like I need to go get double.
So I'm going to tell you what I think we should do this year is
Candy canes. I need to get candy canes.
Yeah, I bought some for the store.
You did?
So if you're up at the store and you got a little one up there, I bought some candy canes. So you could,
come on, get a candy.
have some fun. It's so funny. When I was little, it seemed like everywhere you went, someone did something for kids. At every store. Like you went to the store and they gave you a sticker, like little stuff.
Yeah.
But it was like everything was Christmas.
Yeah.
Cool stuff, man.
Listen.
Yeah. We don't have any snow here. It feels
don't have
weird.
snow.
Yeah, no, we
So,
don't
I
get
don't
to
know.
quite
If we
Christmas.
drive up to Kingman when it snows, you could bring back the snow.
Yeah, it melts by the time you get
What we
here.
got to do is find out when it's going to snow, get up there early, drop a truck off so it fills up the bed, and then drive it back.
Let's do it and
That would
bring
be
it
fun.
to the kids.
Yep. I was going to say throw snowballs at the employees, but
Put the snowballs in the gun.
Build the snowman.
a lifetime ago, when Brooke, my ex-wife, was going to college, she went to NAU and she came back one time with a truck
Snow
bed
on
full
top?
of snow unintentionally.
Oh,
Yeah.
she didn't even
And
know.
I was like, oh, what is this? And so she stopped by Findlay on her way into town to say hi to
Oh
me.
no, snowball fight.
And I snowballed so many people.
Snowball fight.
Yeah,
They didn't
and it
even
was
know.
like
They weren't even prepared.
melty-ish, so it was really
Oh
like.
yeah. Oh, that gets like an
Oh
ice
yeah,
ball.
I hit my brother in the face with one when we were kids and blacked his eye. And I was one of those
man.
like,
Was your mom like, shit?
those things where you do something wrong as a kid and you're like, don't say anything.
Don't tell mom. Please don't tell mom.
It was a great throw. I don't know.
Is he older or
we
younger?
got a
He's
couple.
younger.
We
He's a
got a-
lot younger.
Oh,
So
what a jerk face. You did
I
it on
know.
purpose.
I'm a big jerk face. That's how I roll.
We got a couple more good mornings from people. I want to give them all a shout out. We got Eric Overland that said good morning, guys.
Oh, good morning,
We
friend.
got Michael Hall.
Good
morning.
morning.
Let's see, Larry.
Thanks for watching.
Larry Senior. Good morning, and we have Ben Willett. Good
Good
morning.
morning. Thank
Good
you
morning,
for
everybody.
watching.
We
Thank
got
you
a lot
for
of people watching this
supporting.
morning. Cool.
Question is, were you naughty or nice?
Oh yeah.
Oh, too far.
We need to know.
We need to
You know, I always feel like everyone's a little bit of both.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
You always
know?
have the good.
Yeah, everyone's a little bit of both. And like I said, I feel like I'm grumpy half the time, but then,
You're really not. It's just your persona that you like
it's
to
true.
walk around and look like, and then you get you talking, and this smile happens, and you say really funny stuff in your own quirky, funny way.
Well, I don't know. I think you might be the only one that appreciates it. I think I'm hilarious, but
Listen, do we got some cars to sell? Let's check those out.
We do, and,
so end of the year.
So we are end of month, going into end of year. Black Friday bleeds over into that end of year sale. So
go. Get
our
the
Black
deals
Friday
now.
sales are out there. We went from having no cars to having cars with some incentives and some discounts.
Yeah.
I actually was looking because I'm just a glutton and I love getting new trucks. And they actually have some good incentivized rates out there. So people
The
are a little,
rates are important right now, too.
people are frustrated with rates, but there's some rate support from the manufacturers, so you can get a little bit better rate. We have some cars. It'd be too much work to go to the website, but you go to some of our discounted vehicles, and we have some stuff marked down a couple $1,000s on
Yeah.
brand new
Nice.
stuff. So
Some manager
Check it
specials. We got a lot of good.
yeah, so if
Don't
you've been
wait.
looking and you weren't entirely sure, in fact, you click on that red Buick, Jeff. I think that might be.
That's a manager special.
Yeah, so is there multiple pictures in that post?
Oh yeah, there is.
Yeah, so if you see those green tags, that's a sharp truck too. Those ones are manager specials. They are marked down
Way down.
some amount, and that comes from Eric and the sales tower. And those are vehicles that they are priced to move, whether it because they're old age or we have multiples of them, but we really like to stay on top of our inventory. We don't want things to sit around and whatnot.
No.
So if you can catch one of those
Get the deal.
before somebody else buys
Yes.
it,
Yeah.
save that money, because once they get marked down, people,
It moves fast.
online, they pick it up and they go, oh, I want the one that's cheaper.
Well, it's kind of like when you watch it and you're like, I'll check it tomorrow. And then you look and it's like gone.
Yeah.
You've done missed it. So don't miss it.
So I did that with a pool table this weekend.
Ah.
I saw it pop up on the little marketplace
There you
thing,
go,
which is
check it
odd because I
tomorrow.
don't use marketplace. I don't do any of that stuff. And I was like, what the? Wait a second. And I scrolled back down, sent a message, and it already said pending. And I was like, dang.
People are fast.
Dang, man.
Right now, too.
Yeah.
People are selling a lot of stuff. People are buying.
And we got a Christmas
look at
tree
our
up.
tree. It's so pretty.
Yeah.
Yes.
This is my favorite Christmas song.
Well, I wasn't playing the song.
You're a little confused about Christmas, friend.
So that is, I think it's Run DMC, and it's Christmas in Hollis. And yeah, like if you play the beginning, it's like, bells and all that stuff.
Wait till you hear Shane and I's commercial for the neck.
Oh Lord. Yeah.
I'm singing.
Kristy is singing. I'm grinching. It's pretty about accurate.
Yeah.
Good stuff, though.
Balls,
Good
bows,
stuff.
bows.
Sean always knows, like, she really nails it. She gets that, like, I'm pretty dry and disinterested, and you're, like, super excited.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, I guess it's Christmas.
Little does she know that you
Yeah.
were the one that was like, we need the tree up.
Yeah, we do need the tree up.
But she does really know our personalities, so that's always fun.
Right.
Shout out to our girls at the neck.
Yeah.
Yes.
They're so fun to go visit.
They're
They
fun.
crack me up. They're always been awake for multiple hours longer than me.
Yes.
Yeah.
And so they're in a different state than I am when we get there.
Yeah, they're
fun
ready.
to listen
I'm
to.
ready.
I'm
Shane's like,
yeah. I'm like, all right, we gotta talk on
although
the
Bree is
radio.
kind of like you. Bree's a little like,
Yeah,
this is
she's a
early.
little. She's a little more real.
Loki
Loki's
even has
high
coffee ready
energy.
for me when we go now. It's the best.
Nah, they're
That's awesome.
they're a good time.
Yes.
Guys, we
Listen,
got
guys.
Gonzo on the sign. We got to show Gonzo.
Let's show him. He's
So,
going to be on our
We are
Thursday
showing
show.
Gonzo because he's coming on the show Thursday, and he's going to talk about. Listen, he's going to talk about cars, but he's going to talk about Gonzo stuff. He's going to talk about
man.
baseball and food and
All the stuff
He's
he
got
does,
a
yeah.
life outside of this place.
Yeah,
Yes, he does.
I don't know if you ask Dana, she might disagree.
Gonzo the Great. Let's show him.
I'm sure you guys have seen it driving up to 95. There you go.
The sound is awesome.
Gonzo the Great.
Gonzo the
Making
Great.
magic happen right there.
Yes.
Come see him.
And so that is a fun little catchphrase, but the reason is Gonzo is a whiz at this business.
Yeah.
I mean, he if there's a way to make a deal, he's gonna find it, and he's right down here at our used car center.
That's right.
And we have had people come in, and it's kind of funny because he almost takes it as a challenge. People are like, "Oh, I went to wherever, and I couldn't get me a car," and Gonzo's like, "Oh, really?
Let me see.
Oh, really?" And then he goes to work, and I can't say all the time, but he's a wizard. He makes the magic happen. So
Let me tell you, before I even worked for Findlay, I needed a vehicle. I had just become a single mom, and I was just like, "Ugh, this is never going to happen." And I was like, "Hey, Shane, I need a vehicle." He was like, "Come in." And I was like, "Okay, like, here we go." Mike Costa was my salesman. They worked out a deal, and me and my kids got to take our Christmas trip and our new cruise, and my daughter still drives that today.
Yeah.
So don't sit back and think it's
just
not
like
possible.
it was yesterday.
I know.
It can happen. It can happen.
Yes, it can.
When Gonzo was in finance, there was a time where I was on the sales tower and Gonzo was in finance, and it was my favorite time ever because I'm a
would
little
just go
bit
to
of
Magic.
I'm a little bit of a shoot from the hip guy, and
You're like, sorry about your luck.
so Gonzo is, I'm just confident he's gonna figure it out, and so I'd be like, this feels bright, man. Let's go. And so
Is he like, what
he'd
the
look at this
heck?
deal and he'd be like,
Oh,
Shane, what are we doing here? What is this?
I don't know. Can you work your magic?
And that's that was kind of my theory is, and in the back of my head I thought, if we don't make it, we'll adjust it or we'll find another way or whatever. And but I'll tell you, 9 times out of 10, he found a way to make it work. And
Yeah, and it does
Making
change
it
your
happen.
life, when
Yeah.
you're able to be like, all right, kids, we're heading to Disneyland.
and I've been in this business a long time. I say this with all due respect. Most people won't work that hard for you.
Yeah.
They'll
True.
do the you got to give us
You're
more
not- it's not
money
easy.
or nothing. But I can tell you from personal experience that they will work on that deal. They will fight with the bank. They will look at different options 30 times before they go back to the customer and be like, hey, we weren't able to do this.
Here's the fun fact about me. I bought my first, it was a Toyota Corolla when I had just turned 19. I worked 2 jobs from Findlay in Bullhead all by myself. That's how far I go back.
That's
Man,
huge.
you might
I
be
know.
back further than me.
Yeah.
Dang.
I didn't even realize it until I found my picture and I was like, oh, I was Findlay back then. It's
pretty
And I was
cool.
19 and they made it work.
Oh,
Damn,
that's
just
awesome.
like that.
Yeah. Where's
Oh
that
my
picture at?
Yeah, we need
I
that
was
picture.
cute back then. I'll find it. Don't worry.
Next Tuesday, look for it.
Yes.
Well, this is the last, second to last day here in November, and then we get on to December. So get
The
ready
pressure.
for.
Hey, and then a goddamn year's over.
A year's
Yeah.
over.
How the hell did this year go by so fast?
Just
I
flying
don't
by,
know.
flying by.
Let's be honest.
just flies by. It's ridiculous.
Just so you know, my birthday month is December, and I celebrate it all month.
The whole month,
Yes.
all 31
Well,
days.
I will let you
Well, I'm
know.
gonna talk about
I
it every
only
Tuesday.
recognize birthdays on the birthday.
Okay. Well, I won't be here.
So
Christy, who do we
I'm
have?
outta
Who
here.
do we have on the show Thursday?
Thursday, we're gonna have Gonzo. Show up, be there or be square. You know, if you know Gonzo, he always has something funny to talk about.
Yeah, he'll make you laugh one way or another.
I
it's not that he
also-
has something funny to talk about. It's that whatever he's talking about, he's going to make funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, true.
Yeah,
It
for
is
sure.
true.
Yeah.
I also want to say a lot of pressure comes with, Christmas time. Remember to breathe, enjoy your space, take your time with your family, and don't get so caught
Don't
up.
get stressed up.
Yeah.
I know it is stressful,
Give
but
the
don't
kid
do
$100 and call
Yeah.
it good,
There you go.
Just
Hey.
let it go.
Or here's a concept: don't give them nothing. Spend time with them and appreciate it, because one of the reasons why I got grumpy about Christmas as I got older is I realized like what a commercial thing
Yeah.
it is.
True.
And the other stuff is what always appealed to me so much more.
Yeah.
And of course, when you're a kid, you don't know any different. It's probably always been that way, but then you go, oh wow, this is just a big hustle, and everybody's trying to sell you something.
I will tell you that I am like a time junkie. So, you can spend thousands of dollars and go here, you can go there. And for me, just sitting around a campfire where the kids don't have phone, up in the Wallapies or up in Williams, or when we get to the house, like it is a big deal for me to put the phones down and just enjoy each other's space, especially when the kids get older. And I have to like schedule time with the girls now. So I feel like with the boys, I'm just like trying to strangle them. They're like,
So
just
last
let
night
me
we're
go.
watching a Monday Night Football game, and Benjamin's like, I got up early today, Dad. I got to get up for school. I'm going to head home. And I was like, yeah.
Dun, dun, dun.
What? And then, in the back of your head, you're like, that's a pretty smart move. I don't know. I get
Well,
it.
memories last forever, guys.
Yeah.
The money goes away quick.
I will not waste this time.
Yeah.
Because
so,
eventually I'm going to have to share them with other families,
Yeah.
like husbands and wives and stuff.
Nah,
so I
I'm
will
out.
not miss a holiday. I will not miss a game. I will not miss nothing. I am stalking you kids.
Yeah. You guys just reminded me. I probably need to find. So I've always tried to go and take a trip around Christmas.
Yeah.
We usually go back to Pittsburgh, visit family, go to Steeler game. My daughter likes to ice skate on the little rink. They got a rink in downtown Pittsburgh, right in the middle of all these skyscrapers, and it's really cool. It's all glass.
It's cool.
And so they got a big, huge tree in the middle, and it all just reflects off the glass. And so we'll go do that with my daughter and go eat like 3 different pizza places, and then we'll go watch a Steeler game and come home.
Nice.
And
You got to set it up.
well, it's harder now. Everybody's busy, and then you got to run
yeah.
it through like their
Everybody.
schedule, the ex's schedule, the whatever schedule, and she's always cool about
Yeah.
letting me do it. But it is different now because they're older and they have their own stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
true.
It is. It's a big deal between blended families and kids' schedules, especially when they start to drive, because then they are just kind of doing they're like, they think they have their own life completely.
So
You're like, I'm still your
Thanksgiving, I'm
parent.
I got up early. Gym was closed at noon or whatever, so I would go to the gym, and I'm like, son, what are you doing? And he's like, oh, I'm over at somebody's house for their Thanksgiving, and then I'm doing whatever, and I was gonna go to the gym, and then I'm gonna be at grandma's in time for Thanksgiving
he
or
just
whatever.
made
And I
his
was
rounds. Smart kid.
like, man, what the hell, So
Listen,
I'm telling
he
you, my
is
son
genius.
ate a pile of mac and cheese. It had to have been this tall.
Jeez.
I mean, I think he was
We're
just
like,
doing it to prove a point or something. Like he had a little bit of turkey, and then he just.
Mac and
That
cheese.
must have been good mac and cheese.
It must have been the real cheese and
I
like
have no
good
idea.
stuff.
It was like too cheesy for me. I was like,
we're like, oh,
Yeah.
looks like a bellyache.
I hate to say it, but I like straight up Kraft mac and cheese.
You do?
It's wonderful.
Mitchell makes a killer, and he does like the crumbs on the top.
Yum.
Yeah. So I used to go to Lucille's in Vegas I like the barbecue too, but there's other barbecue places. But I love their mac and cheese.
Does
and they
it
did
have
that.
like the crumb on the top?
Yeah, it's really good mac and cheese, and then they put the cheese over the top, and then they put the crumb, then they bake it
Yeah.
again or whatever, and then they changed it, and it's absolute trash
So
now.
you're like not going.
Oh, it's like, it's It's Lucille. What crappy mac and cheese anywhere? Like,
Listen, mac and cheese it's a skill.
yeah. Honestly, I think the burnt ends and the biscuit are the only thing that's good at Lucille's anymore.
I'm gonna have to try Lucille's, but not for the mac and cheese, obviously.
Should have went years ago. It was way better. Just saying.
Guys, listen. We enjoy that you watch us. Thank you so much for the support.
Yes.
Shop local, support local. Take a breather these holiday seasons.
Be nice, do nice
Everything's gonna be
things.
okay.
Don't be a big jerk like me.
Yes, yeah. Hey, no, that is right. When you are at the grocery store, when you are at the restaurants, be patient.
Yeah, use your patience.
So I went to
everyone's
Walmart in
working
the middle of the
hard.
day yesterday to buy all those
Well,
toys.
just nobody does that.
And listen, I don't go to Walmart normally. Like, I just don't go. And it was an experience. It was
I
not
can
my
only
cup of
imagine
tea.
who's there in the afternoon.
And of course, I refuse to use self-checkout. So I'm sitting there in this line.
for like 20 minutes, because they only have
And,
2 people checking.
There's only a
500
couple people checking, and this poor lady in front of me couldn't pick the stuff up out of her cart. And so it's kind of, she's struggling to get this thing, and so I like reached over and grabbed it and did like this. And
You picked up 10 items.
so then she's my best friend. We're talking for like the whole time we're sitting there, and then I get up to the lady, and she's her first day at Walmart, and she's checking all these people out, and it was like, yeah, she messed up my change. She starts having a meltdown. I said,
Oh, man.
I tried to
It's
joke with her, and she
okay.
was not having it. I said, you can give me some extra money. It's okay. And she's like, I can't. It's my first day.
Oh,
So I was like, ooh, that was my Walmart trip for the 6 months. I'm not
Yes.
going back for a while. So
heck no. You know
Wipe
what
the
I do?
sweat off.
I do this
Man.
ding, 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 deliver.
yeah,
Beautiful.
yeah. Someday I'll join society, but not yet. So
Have a good day, guys.
We'll see you
Thank you for
Thursday.
joining us.
Bye,
We'll see you
everybody.
Thursday.